I'm here. I'm standing outside ED, and I hope you can hear me because the wind is really blowing today. But so Wolle Rödel is inside ED, if I've understood correctly. So I'm going to go in and ask if I can film in there, and if so, I will show you all the yarn that's available here, right in the city center of Leipzig, sorry. And yeah, right in the middle of the pedestrian zone, almost directly across from the train station. So the store itself is huge, but the yarn section is not that large. But they do have a lot of brands that you see mostly in Europe, like Rico and the cute little Rico roomies. And so it's very, very cute. These are so adorable. These Rico roomies, made specifically for amigurumi. They're a DK weight, 100% cotton. And how many grams? How many grams are on there? I'm just not seeing it. They're so little. They're so little and cute. 25 grams. So, and they come in so many colors. I know there are a lot of amigurumi lovers out there. They even have little tiny chenille versions. So cute. Or with the sparkles. Oh, we got a lot of sparkle lovers out there. Oh, I really like that. Though it's rough. It's rough. Even little amigurumi cakes. These feel like 100% cotton. I wonder what's in here in the sparkle. The sparkle is called lame. Helps if I actually have it in the camera. Let me see. Polyester, 60% polyester and 38% polyamide. So, and then the chenilles, some really bright ones too. So you've got a good, huge colorway in this Rico Rumi line. The chenille here is 25 grams. They're all 25 grams. So then we've got, what is this really shiny, sparkly stuff? Is that also Rico? Everything is so shiny, it's hard to read. Yeah, it's also Rico, 50 grams. And this is like scrubby. Yeah, but they're all really sparkly. I guess this creative bubble is Rico's sort of scrubby line. And down here, some basic soft, just their DK acrylic. And it is lovely and soft. So, €2. Oh, I didn't tell you how much the Rico Rumi is. So, oh, the glow in the dark is $2.49. The neon's $1.79. The really sparkly stuff is only €1. The cute little cakes are €4. They're so adorable. Okay, there's my hand, and so you get a sense of the size of them. They're really cute. And then they have all these like kits. I guess this is to do a lovey. So in it you get the cake and some of the cotton. You get your hook. You can really see in there. And there's a whole variety to do the amigurumi. Or the Rico Rumi in this case. Here's a sample done up. They're really pretty. Then of course they have the sparkle in a normal size. Make it rainbow glitz. That's fun. It's really fun. So And tweed. There's a nice tweed here. Very nice. So these are made in Italy. This is 50 grams, 445 meters. It comes in a bunch of colorways, including a variegated, or a couple of variegateds for the tweed. And this is, you know, your lace weight thread. The Make It tweed is $6.49. So these crochet essentials, $3.19. So got lots of pattern books, both for knit and crochet. More of the Rico Rumi as samples done up. The kits. We've got some sock yarns. This one's called Neon Fair Isle. It's not soft. Yeah. None of this sock yarn is feeling very soft to me. These are much softer. This one is a little softer. And so this is just sheep wool and polyamide. So, and some big colors, a little thicker weight. So we've got a whole section here of sock yarn. Oh, I need to touch that. So this is called cotton. Helps if I show you what I'm looking at. This is called cotton stretch. Yeah, it's got a lot more stretch in it. That's pretty cool, actually. So that's $8.49, and so that's 40% cotton, 40% wool, 13% polyamide, and 7% polyester. And there's some really pretty colorways here. But yeah, it's got a little bit more spring than you would expect from a cotton. Probably makes it easier to work with, easier on your hands. 100 grams, so 390 meters. It's really nice. It's not soft, though. Don't get the sense that it's soft. Ooh. Well, this one's called Silky Touch. This is also Rico. I think they specialize in Rico. This one is exactly what it's named for, Silky Touch. Vegan yarn, 100% acrylic. It's very nice. $6.49, 100 grams, 220 meters. So you pay for that softness. Here, ooh, this is a nice roving, really soft. Essential Super Errand, 50 grams, 100 meters, and that's quite soft. That's 50% virgin wool and 50% acrylic. So it's a wool acrylic roving. Comes in a kind of a small colorway. You don't really get, it's just from there to there. So you need to like your neutrals and your, but then it also comes in super chunky. And so that's the same thing, but just, we've got some mega wool. Feels a little woolly. So it's a chunky, 100 grams, 115 meters, virgin wool and acrylic, 55% wool, 45 acrylic. It's not soft. These in classic, what they call their classic wool acrylic blend, which is $5.29. We've got some more samples up on the wall. Then Polar, this was one I wanted to feel in person. Yeah, it's not soft. It really isn't. It's their 50-50 blend. Polar. And then the Essential Soft Merino Errand for €6. This is 100% wool, and it is so much softer than those blends. It comes in a really decent colorway. And then we have the Super Kid Mohair Love Silk for €11. And this is 70% mohair, 30% silk. It feels mohairy. It's like a silky mohairy feel. And right on the bottom, this is another thing that I wanted to see, is the Essentials Baby Alpaca Love Silk. It's $9.49, and this is 75% alpaca, 25% silk. Oh, this feels heavenly. Oh my goodness, is this nice. 25 grams, 200 meters. See if I can get the gauge and the recommendations for hooks and needles, but this feels lovely. It's sort of just got your basics, your basic primaries, and then some neutrals. Now I've come to the cake wall. These are nice cotton cakes. These are on sale. So there we go. 20 grams, 800 meters. And that's 50% cotton, 50% acrylic. And these are your unspun threads. And they're called Lucky 8. So I assume that means that you're working with 8 strands. Oops, let's see. No center pulls, which is unfortunate. So you either want to work from the outside or hope. But some of these are just so pretty. Like, that's gorgeous. So they're on right now for 30% off. So €16. Got some really pretty colorways. Kind of something for everybody in here. I really am drawn to this one. This one's just gorgeous. And these seem to all be on sale at the moment. This is kind of cool. This is called Camouflage. And this isn't loose thread, but it is also on sale. So I like this. Drawn to the greens. Probably figured that one out by now. I'm trying not to talk too loud because I don't want to disturb the other shoppers. Here we've got their mohair rainbows, not nearly as soft. 63% mohair, 20% polyester, 17% wool. These ones are called the Creative Cotton Camouflage. So this Creative Cotton seems to be a line in their cake line. We also have it Stripes DK. So it's a DK weight. Let's see there. And that's a little more money. That's €22. 100% cotton. Let's see if I can get one. I tried to pull out the one that's the hardest to get out, of course. 250 grams for 480 meters. So, really nice. Here we've got sparkles. This is Creative Fluffily. DK weight. 40% cotton and 30% polyester, 20% polyacrylic, and 10% wool. Not a huge amount of colors. Do a little shopkeeping for them. So I only see 8 colors there. Merino lace cotton. This would be lovely if you were working on a shawl. It's 80% cotton, 20% wool. You could certainly do a nice lacy summer shawl out of that. And that's 10 euros. And let me see, 50 grams, 290 meters. And we've got Creative Power Cotton DK. Here we've got a lot of interesting colors, but they all seem to be, so are these all the same and just is the way they're wound? Or are there, I actually can't tell if these are different colorways or if they're just wound differently, because they kind of seem all mixed up. Let me see if I can, and they all seem to have the same, oh, well, no, that one's different. Okay, so I guess you just have to dig for multiples of the same. That's interesting strategy. 59% cotton, 26% polyacrylic, 8% wool, 7% polyamide, 100 grams, 300 meters. They are pretty. Oh, here's a sweater that's knitted in that yarn. And I didn't show you these ones. These are the ones that we see on Amazon, the cotton dégradé, and they're 20 euros. And here we've got a whole wall of notions, your various hooks and needles, all seem to be in the Wolle Rödel name brand. These are, we see these a lot, the Make It Bloomchen, 25 grams, 375 meters. It's really just thread. But they've got the sparkle from the sequins in it. Fix-it kits that are starting to be popular. As are the big hooks as more and more super chunky, bulky weights come in. Here we've got the Baby Classic DK. Their baby, oh, what is this? This is Baby Dream DK Uni, a luxury touch. It's 50% polyacrylic, 50% polyamide, and it is super soft. 50 grams, 115 meters for €5.79. And it has a pretty decent colorway and also comes in a tweed. That has got to be the softest tweed I have ever felt. That is really lovely yarn. The tweed is €6. So the Baby Classic felt nice, but then I touched the Baby Dream and there's no comparison. They're cotton. It's very comparable to Grundle cotton. I'm trying to think. It's not peaches and cream or that kind of rough cotton that you get in North America. But it's not a soft cotton. It's what I would call a kitchen cotton for $2.79. They've got a decent colorway in it. Not a huge fan of their cotton. I think it's a little pricey for what it is. Oh, there's more of this Baby Dream in various stripes. and colorways. Then they have their baby merino. And these are really baby balls, 25 grams for 100 meters. And that's $3.49 for 25 grams. Here we've got bargain bins. Bargoons, Superba tweed. Not sure, that doesn't feel that great. Ooh, I don't like the feel of that for €7. Got our neon socks over here. Yeah, their sock yarn is just not soft. Ooh, though we do have some discounted Rico baby. Oh, that is just so dreamy soft. So clearly these are in here because they've lost some of their shape, but it's a good bargain on this stuff if you're willing to reball it or cake it up, which isn't so bad if you've got a winder. This is some of their cotton ribbon, which is nice. Oh, we've got a fluffily cake in here. Looks like some stuff has been thrown in by other shoppers too. Oh, yes. This is the Super Kid mohair silk print. It's still $13.49 in the bargain bin. Some cotton fleece. Summer sprinkles. Here we've got some of the Super 6 wool degradé. Sorry. I don't know what I was thinking there. And they've got those in the bargain bin for $10. Just not my kind of colorways. So some chunky in here in the bargain bin, also 10. And another whole wall of yarn, more of the cotton. And some more cotton cakes up there for €16. 100% cotton that they are clearly suggesting as a garment kind of cotton. It wouldn't be my favorite, but they do have some very, very pretty colors, and it does have a nice sheen on it. Very nice sheen. It's mercerized cotton. And these are 50 grams for 120 meters. So you can see the sheen on that. And Essentials Super DK, Cotton DK. Now, actually, I like, this feels softer. This feels more like something I would want to wear, on my skin. And these are 50 grams for 100 meters and $3.79 as opposed to the Milli Philly for $4.49. You get slightly more meterage here, and it's a thinner weight. But this goes from thick to thin. It's not a real roving, or maybe it is a real roving. Well, it's a 2-ply roving. So we've got your organic cotton, and that doesn't feel too bad for cotton. 50 grams, 105 meters for $4.49. And then your Aran weight. So we've got DK and then Aran. It's very similar colorways. So cool and so soft cotton, chunky. Yeah, 100 grams, 100 meters. Very pretty colors there. $8.29, 100% cotton. This is really nice. That'd make a lovely blanket. My goodness. You'd need a lot of it, though. It'd be an expensive blanket. Summer sprinkles. We saw some of these in the bargain bin. They're 50/50 cotton poly. And 100 grams, 320 meters for $9.49 regular. Fashion cottony. Oh, hello, fashion cottony. 85% cotton, 15% polyamide. 50 grams, 200 meters, €8, 49 cents. And I can't stop touching it. Not a huge colorway. We go from here to there. These ones have a little bit of almost a tweedy effect. Oh, that's so nice. I don't want to leave this one. Oh, and some really pretty colors too. Might have to pick some of that up. This is Creative Cotton Flecky Fleece DK. €10, 75% cotton, 13% polyacrylic, 12% wool, 100 grams, 250 meters. And then, so that's the stripies, variegated, and then this is just your regular colors. Creative Lazy Haze Summer Cotton DK. It's 49% cotton, 46% polyacrylic, 5% polyester, €5. Some really cool colorways. To me just says fall. Leaves are turning, time to go back to school. This is maybe a hello spring and summer. This is giving me Easter vibes. So you kind of got your seasons covered in this one. Feels nice. I mean, it's not super soft, but you can certainly wear that against your skin. It's, again, this sort of 2-ply. And Creative Chic Unique Cotton DK. These are interesting variegateds. 100 grams, 240 meters, €8. It's a 50/50 blend. We're coming down to the end here. Creative Sport DK, 50/50 blend as well. Yeah, fairly soft. 50 grams, 145 meters, $4.19. Limited colorway, but sort of your basic colors. And then we have it in print. Do a little tidying up for the store here. Oh, I like that one. Greens and blues, right? That's where I go. And blues. Oh, this is a chain spun fashion cotton, light and long DK. 47% cotton, 46% polyacrylic, 7% polyamide, €7, 50 grams, 183 meters. That just says summer day, drinking some peach iced tea. It is so beautifully soft. I'm gonna have to take some of that home too. You can tell I really go for the soft stuff. This is in a tweed. Same thing in a tweed. A few colors in that. Actually, more colors than in the just regular. They don't seem to have solids in this. Just sort of these long stripes or the tweeds. We've got some sparkles. Sparkles. Not a whole lot of them. And this is their cotton with sort of the metallic sparkle. It's on special offer at the moment for $3.49. It's 50% cotton, 12% metallized yarn, and yeah, 50 grams, 125 meters. So you could add a little sparklies to your project. You got your felting wool here, and it feels like wool that should be felted. So 100% wool, 50 grams, 50 meters, $3.79. Oh, this is like, I can't think of what to compare it to, but it's a tube. Here, I'll show you. It's the, come on. The tube that's filled. Oh, what is the very famous brand? So it feels like t-shirt yarn, but it's actually got this, not stuffing in, but that they, the woobles, that's it, that they use for teaching. It's a similar kind of yarn. So this is their fashion jersey, 70 grams, 72 meters, 64% cotton and 36% polyamide. But these two shelves here, so those are your colors. And that's $4.49. And then we got Chenille Love. Chenille Love. So their shield's 100%. Chenille is 100% polyester, 50 gram balls, 55 meters, $3.29. It's of course soft because it's chenille, but it feels like a sturdier one. Here it feels like a sturdier one when I've got the strand. I'm not sure how that would stack up. Okay, I just had to edit a section out because I was like, you would have felt like you were drunk. But I was trying to test this loose end here, and I gave it a good yank, and nothing came off. No fluff, no nothing. So, this is also the chenille that is in their Rico Rumi chenille. So it does seem like it was designed to be amigurumi friendly. So that is, I've got one more side, a bargain bin. And this is a really nice feature, is no matter what, what is that? That is super soft. Well, of course I picked the one that it does not tell me what it is, but they are samples of each of their yarns knitted up. So one, you can see the colorway, but you can also really feel what the fabric texture and feel is like. That's a nice soft one there. So this is a really nice feature. And you can get a sense of what the various things look like. And yeah, their mohair is just not very soft. Okay, so here we've got some of the polar Glühwürmchen. I wonder if that means it glows in the dark. Maybe. Glühwürmchen translates to glowworm. Oh, it says right there. I didn't need to do any translation. 100 grams, 110 meters. So there's a couple of those in there. I don't know if it glows in the dark or not. It's not saying. I don't know why it's called that. We got some paper yarn in here called Creative Paper. Those are $2.59. Maybe they're clearing them out because I didn't see any of that on the shelf. Ooh, alpaca. though it doesn't feel nice and soft like alpaca. 50 grams, 90 meters. Light long tweed. This is the super soft stuff. Yeah, this is that amazing soft stuff that's chain spun. The cashmere luxury soft, 100 grams, 400 meters. $14.99, super soft. The cashmere certainly makes a big difference in their sock yarn. That is for sure. This is really pretty colorway. Make a nice shawl. Yeah, 400 grams for 100 grams, 400 meters. It's not a bad shawl price. Might have to go digging in there. And then, the bamboo isn't so bad either in their sock yarn. It's 30% off at the moment. Some good colorways there. So that's the yarn section. As you can see, it's not really that large. Mostly Rico brand, but it's a very nice brand. But this is a huge store. So if you're into a whole lot of crafts, nice mannequin there. It just has so many sections and goes on forever and ever. So it could meet all your craft needs in one stop. And so the whole store is called ED, IDEE, which means idea in German. And the yarn section is called Wolle Rödel. So I hope you enjoyed this. I will see you back at my house. A few years ago, in the middle of winter, there was a crochet bombing of the handrails on this staircase. Somebody had snuck in and overnight crocheted all the way down the handrails to warm them up for people. So cool. So I'm back home. It's the next day. I'm dried off because I got caught in the rain. But I did make a purchase in ED. And you can probably guess what it was. I did buy some of this yarn from the bargain bin, the Fashion Cotton Light and Long Tweed DK. So soft. I can't wait. I don't even know what I'm gonna make with it, but something soft and skishy. So it's normally €7 a ball. I paid $5. I got all of the pink that they had. Come out. And I actually think maybe I got 2 different pinks, because this one seems to have some purple woven in it, whereas these ones don't. Maybe when I get into it, I will see. That they say that they have the same color number. So it could just be that the way in which they've been wound. And I think we know why they ended up in the bargain bin. Though there was an awful lot on the shelf that also looked like this. I think it just had to do with the squishy, sort of loose nature of this yarn. Anyway, it's super soft. I'm really pleased with it. It's 50 grams for 185 meters. And it's 47% cotton, 43% acrylic, 7% polyamide, and 3% viscose. Made in Italy. It's Rico brand. This color is 017. I wonder Just checking here. They are different dye lots, so maybe that accounts for the slight difference. It doesn't matter to me. I will work it in some sort of stripy way, or it'll work out. It'll just seem like some kind of variegation, difference in the colorway. I'm not concerned about it at all. It's recommending a 4mm crochet hook, and seems to be the same recommendation for knitting needles. I think I'm probably going to use a bigger hook size. Yeah, here they have sweater recommendations. So for European 40, they're saying 400 grams. European 40 is about a size 10 in North America. Washer, dryer, what we see on everything these days, it feels like the hand wash, 30 degrees, don't put it in the dryer, you can iron it, lie it flat to dry, keep it out of the sun. We could all say it together like a chorus. We should make a little washing song. Does have a gauge chart. I know I have been watching a ton of knitters on YouTube lately. And I think that's extremely important for knitting. Yes, gauge. No matter what you're doing, that's the impression that I am getting. It's not so much for some crochet projects. For others, do your gauge swatch, people. I don't. Most of the time I don't. But if you're making something fitted, you do want to do that. Sometimes I don't do that either. I just make a bigger size. Or I just adjust on the go if I'm making it for me or somebody else. But you should do a gauge swatch. I know I'm giving bad advice here. But I did also pick up one ball of this sort of gray color. And it was the only one in this exact, it's so soft. It's just like a little pillow in my hands. It was the only one in this particular gray color, and I wasn't as keen. There was another gray-ish color, and I wasn't as keen on it. But I'm hoping that this will be enough to make my husband an actual scarf. 185 meters, it'll be a little tight. But I'll see what I can do. I can always order some at the regular price to make up for it. Yes, I did like that. No, I've completely lost it. Fashion cottony. I think maybe that's what it was. I'll put it on the screen. But it was €8 a ball, and it was not on sale. So yes, there is some of that in my future, but I will be watching the bargain bins and the sales and the online sales, because you can buy Rico online. But that one is definitely on my radar. I'm definitely going to get it at some point. I just don't want to pay full price. I don't think anybody wants to pay full price. I think if you're real yarny, you only pay full price when you get yourself into a situation. I'm not in a situation yet. I might be with this one. But those were my two pickups from my little adventure at Wolle Rödel, which is inside ED. And that is a chain in Germany. Nobody asked you, puppy. Inside, so that is a chain in Germany. So if you see ED, then you know there is a good wool section. It's really a section, even though it has its own store name inside of there. But it's Rico. They don't carry any other brands. So I hope you enjoyed. Puppy. I have to go let the puppies out and play with them, but I hope you enjoyed shopping with me. I hope you come on my next shopping adventure. Check out some of the other videos that I have on offer. Patience, puppy. Apparently it's playtime. I hope you get some playtime too. If you don't mind hitting that subscribe button on your way out, I'd appreciate it. I'll see you next time after I've played with the puppies.